Hello, good afternoon. This is Mr. Ayazuddin S Khan from Pune, Maharashtra State, India. We are discussing income tax disputes on house property income and Supreme Court judgments on them. So please note down the appeal details. Appeal number is 207 and year is 1995. The date of decision is 23rd March 1999. ITR details are year 1999, volume 237 and page number 454. I would repeat, appeal number 207, year 1995. Date of decision 23rd March 1999. ITR details year 1999, volume 237 and page 454. Facts of this appeal are like this. First, assessee is in appeal. In this particular case, assessee is in appeal. He was having factory building, and that factory building he has given on rent, and he was getting the what you call rental income. That rental income he has shown as business income in his income tax return. Assessing officer has rejected his claim and considered that rental income as income from other sources. He has not considered that rental income as business income. So these are the facts. And what is the dispute? Dispute is like this. Assessee says that I have given my factory building on rent. So whatever rent I am getting, that is out of leasing of my factory building. So it should be treated as business income. Whereas this assessing officer says it is not business income, it is income from what you call other sources, and reason is like this. From your documents we have gathered that what you call there is no intention on your part to continue in the business in future. That is why I have treated your this income as income from other sources and not income from business. So this is the nature of disputes. And what is the question of law before Supreme Court? Whether the rental income received by the assessee can be considered as business income. Question of law before Supreme Court, whether rental income can be considered as business income. And what is the answer given by the Supreme Court to this question? The answer is like this. The judgment is like this. Held, it is not business income. It is not business income. And the Supreme Court has given the reason in support of this judgment. The first reason is like this. They say we have gone through the lease agreement of the assessee, and we find that there is one specific clause which says after expiry of the lease agreement, assessee has got right or option. This was lessee has got right or option to what you call purchase the factory building. This clause shows that there is no intention on the part of the assessee to continue in the business or to carry out the business in future. So rental income cannot be considered as what you call income from business. That is one reason they have given. And simultaneously in the same judgment they have given two situations also where this what you call rental income can be considered as business income. So first case or first example they have given when assessee has got what you call factory building, and in that factory at one portion he has given on rent, in the remaining portion he is doing his own business. So in that situation what you call the rental income can be considered as what you call business income, because he is in the business and there is by not closing the business it shows that he wants to be in the business in future. And this what you call the portion he has given on rent is just to overcome the financial difficulties. That way, Supreme Court is maintaining in this judgment. So this is one situation, and second situation they have described like this. If that commercial building, factory building, if that entire factory building that is assessee gives entire factory building or whole factory building on rent basis, and there is no intention, documents, lease agreement, other things show that there is no intention on the part of the what you call this businessman or assessee to show that he doesn't want to continue in the business. So here in the second example they have said this entire factory building given on rent because of some financial problem, but documents show there is no intention on the part of the this businessman to discontinue the business in future after expiry of the lease agreement or lease deed. So this is what you call in this second situation also rental income is business income. That is the two situations they have given. And further they have said to this one this further Supreme Court has said there cannot be a single test. We cannot use or apply a single test to arrive at the conclusion, yes, it is business income or it is not business income. There cannot be a single test. They have said, you go through all the documents, particularly what you call this lease deed or lease agreement, and read carefully all the clauses there. And if you find that there is intention or there is some clause which shows assessee is not interested in the business, and after the expiry of the lease deed he wants to discontinue the business or he wants to stop the business. If such type of intention, if we can gather from the lease agreement and other what you call document, then in that situation this rental income cannot be considered as what you call business income. It is simply income not from business. That way we can conclude. That is what Supreme Court has given this reason in support of their judgment. So this is over. Then another case we take up. Please note down the appeal numbers. Appeal numbers is 2183. Year is 1972. Date of decision being 4th September 1980. 4th September 1980. Then ITR details, year 1980, volume 124 and page number 31. In this case, what you call, the facts are like this. In this case, assessee is in appeal. In this case, assessee is in appeal. Acha. Then assessing building during the previous year, assessee's building was lying unoccupied. There was no what you call rental income at all. So, but assessee has claimed the annual value in the income tax return. Assessee has claimed the annual value of his building. So, what you call, though building was not what you call though building was not in good condition, this cannot be, it is not fit for giving the building on the rental basis. Still, the assessee has shown the annual value and he has claimed the deductions on account of municipal taxes and insurance premium. These are the, and this assessing officer, what he has done, he has rejected the what you call annual value as claimed by the assessee, and he has also rejected the deduction. He reasons are like this. It says that the building is unfit for use or unfit for occupation. How there can be a value for that building? How there can be a rent one landlord can receive in such situation? No tenant will come and occupy and use the building. So where is the question of getting the rent? And when there is no question of getting the rent, there is no question of deductions also. Like this, he has said, who? Assessing officer. So these are the facts. And nature of dispute is like this. Assessee has claimed, he says my property has got annual value. Then this is the annual value. He has given some amount as annual value in the return. Then and accordingly he has claimed the deductions on account of municipal taxes, this insurance and other things. So now we are discussing dispute, nature of dispute. Dispute, as I told you, he maintains, rather this assessee argues that my building has got, though it is what you call in bad shape, bad conditions, and no tenant was there in the previous year, still my building has got annual value, and he has given some annual value there, and from that annual he has claimed the admissible deductions. But assessing officer rejected his claim, as he says that there is no annual value for this what you call building, old building, which cannot be occupied on rent basis. So there is no question of annual value and there is no question of deduction. So this is the nature of disputes. And what is the question of law? The question of law is like this: whether annual value to be taken of such property, when property in such a bad situation, bad condition, and no tenant would come and stay there, in such situation, whether property can have annual value. That was the question of law. And whether, if yes, then whether deductions can be claimed. So question of law is like this: whether this poor building, which cannot be occupied for residential purpose, can have annual value, and whether deductions can be claimed. This is a question of law. Though it is one question, but there are two parts: whether property has got annual value, and second, whether deductions can be claimed. This is the question of law, and how the Supreme Court has answered this question. The relevant this Supreme Court agreed. So, this answer given by the Supreme Court to this question before them, whether annual value can be assigned to the old and what you call poor old and poor condition building, where tenant cannot come and stay there for residential purpose. In that situation, Supreme Court has stated, still annual value can be assigned. Assessee can assign annual value, that is okay. But as far as deductions are concerned, they have accepted the deduction on account of fire insurance premium only. They have accepted the deduction of fire insurance premium only. and municipal taxes and other things they have rejected. And reasons they have given like this. First reason they have given, as per relevant sections of the Income Tax Act 1961, that is section 22 and section 23. This assessee can claim the deductions on account of this municipal taxes and other things only if he has got a rental value, he has got rental income, he has given on rent, properties on rent or lease, and he is getting rental income. In that situation only these deductions can be claimed or deductions can be allowed. That is Supreme Court has stated in this particular judgment. They have clearly pointed out to the specific section 22, 23. So these two sections specifically state that if property is on rent, then only deductions can be claimed or can be allowed. So matter is simple. So they rejected the deductions on account of municipal taxes and other things. And further they have stated, interestingly, they have stated further one interesting observation they have made, or rather that is the fact also in this judgment. While giving the supporting reason, they observed also one thing, important thing, that we all must remember. We all must remember what they said. Section 22 to section 26, these all sections, they represent the code for computation of income from house property. Section 22 to section 26 constitute the code for computation of income from house property. Remember this, very important observation and useful and a good knowledge for us. And this is all. This observation over. Then further they have also interestingly they have observed in the sense there was mistake or error on the part of High Court, because matter comes from High Court to Supreme Court in the appeal case. So in this particular appeal, what High Court has done, High Court received the reference case. There is difference between the appeal and reference case. When a reference case comes to High Court, it means that on the specific reference, this High Court has to give the advice. High Court has to give only advice to the tribunal, because tribunal only sends the reference case to concerned High Court. So Supreme Court has observed, no doubt this tribunal has given the send the reference case to High Court for its advice. And so in such situation, when advice case is there, reference case is there, High Court's jurisdiction is only to give advice to the tribunal. This is your question of law is this, and our advice on this question is like this. So High Court, in such reference cases, High Court has got advisory jurisdiction. In such reference cases, High Court has only advisory jurisdiction. They cannot sit in judgment, and they cannot direct the tribunal. Though this is our advice, and you just add in your order. In your order, whatever order you make, in that order you modify your order, and whatever order you would make after getting this advice, you add this advice also. That way they cannot say in reference cases. Only in judgment cases they can say. Appeal cases they can say like this, then they pass the order, all these things. Here reference case means only they have to give the advice. So they observed High Court has made the mistake, serious grave mistake, and it is not good on the part of High Court to direct the tribunal to add its advice in its order. That is in the order that a tribunal may pass when after receipt of High Court's advice. So this case is also over. So what you call friends, we have finished what you call income tax disputes on the second head, that is income tax disputes on house property and house property income and Supreme Court judgments on them. So I would stop here and have a good day. Then in the next video we'd go to another video on another income tax disputes on another head of income. Okay, thank you very much.